a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
I'm here at Taste of Dublin in Merrion Square. Every year some of the best food trucks and restaurants come together for a food festival extravaganza in June in Dublin, and it's an event I've always wanted to come to, but for different reasons every year I've never managed to get here. I thankfully won tickets to this event through Zambrero, which is my favorite burrito place. So I'm going to explore some of the amazing foodie delights here today. I have a wine tasting booked soon with O'Brien's. I have a gin masterclass with Tanqueray, and I'm gonna just eat and eat and eat. So come with me. The way this event works, you buy an entry ticket, which can range anywhere from 18 to 66 euro, depending on what package you're going for. As I said, thankfully my entry was free today because I won 2 tickets. But once you're in, then you do have to buy the food and the drinks as you go. Some of the experiences and masterclasses are offered for free, and some of them are additionally ticketed, and you do need to pay and book for those in advance.
Hot as a pepper, step, step, step. Step like a stepper, we're hugging, we're mugging, we're in the mood now.
Irish outdoor event fashion, it is disgusting weather today. I went to McCain's. McCain's have an open stall here. Now there are stalls that do free little samples. I got 2 things. I got their new, Hasselback potato, and they were also dressing them up with some crispy onions and bacon. I thought I'm going to try both. Let's start with plain first. That is a pretty decent Hasselback potato. I don't know how I'm going to get all of this one in my mouth without making a mess. The toppings make it so much better. So I've been here a few minutes and I've kind of wandered around, trying to scope things out a bit. There is a stall I want to go to and I can't find it. I'm sure maybe I'll get my bearings in a while, but pretty tricky to find your way around. There doesn't seem to be much of a design to how the place is laid out. It's sort of just like different stalls thrown up in different places, and some of them are so big you can't see what might be behind it or whatever. So a lot of walking around just looking for stuff right now. But I'm going to continue trying after that lovely bit of sustenance from McCain. I found the restaurant I was looking for, and I went for a Spanish omelette, and it's got black garlic aioli. I'm so excited to try this. I'm really hungry. And it turns out I was actually really close to the place I was looking for, and I just didn't realize. So maybe I can take back what I said about being hard to find things. Maybe it's fully just me. Oh, that's delicious. It's very simple. That's really good. It's just like a pretty standard Spanish omelette with potatoes. And the garlic aioli is lovely, and that little bit of salad leaves on the side is a really nice contrast to it as well. Pretty tasty. Most dishes here are in the region of €7. How it works is the stalls tend to have about 3 items on their menu, each at €7, and then they'll have a signature or an icon dish, which is a little bit fancier, and it can be €10 to €12.
Over to Kinsale Mead and sampled some of their offerings. I've never had mead before. This was absolutely delicious. The wild red mead was definitely my favourite. It was kind of like red wine but less intense. They were all so delicious though.
Actually not the texture I was expecting, but I am curious. Oh my god. It's like a sweet bun. That is curious. It's like a kind of like a cakey, cookie kind of flavor on the outside. A little bit sweet. A little bit like bready. I feel like that's kind of overpowering the filling. I'm not really getting much distinctive flavor out of the filling. I'm gonna thick that. I do like that there's an edible flower on here. I'm gonna eat it. Do you want it?
No, you eat it.
That's absolutely not what I was expecting, but it's nice.
It was time for my O'Brien's wine tasting. Look at how beautiful this little tent area is.
We're at the wine tasting, and I'm very excited. I don't really know what to expect. I've never done this before. If you follow me on Instagram, you might know that I do a wine review on my stories, maybe sort of like once a week or so. And yeah, I really enjoy it. I've really gotten into it lately, so this should be fun. I should hopefully get an education.
We're running different tastings all day, so we were at the Summer Discovery, so we tasted an Albarino from Uruguay, which was absolutely delicious, so crisp and fresh. And the red wine was completely new to me. It was called Bodegas Tinaja Amphora Monastrell. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing any of that correctly, but it was so delicious. It was fruity and light and just a little bit acidic. Overall, it was a really great wine tasting. It was only about 20 or 30 minutes long, but it was 2 delicious wines, and we got to keep the glass, and they gave us these lovely bags to bring them home in.
What is this again? This is crispy fried prawns with banana ketchup. Okay, so I can never remember was it banana aioli or what, but there was banana there and I was like, I gotta try that. That's insane. How do they make banana ketchup? They look like they've got a really nice crisp on them. Or hot. They are some good prawns. Look at how nice and juicy those are. Big chunky boys. And then it looks like chopped chives on the top. What are you smiling at?
Big chunky boys.
Yeah, they're big chunky boys. It's not a strong flavor. And I'm not sure if I'm just organically tasting the banana or if I'm like convincing myself I'm tasting it. But nonetheless, they are tasty. I want to add as well that they're crispy because they are battered, which is a word that didn't come into my brain when I was describing them a second ago. So they are very lightly battered, which is really nice. They're not too rich or too heavy. I always find battered food, I get about 1 or 2 bites in and then I'm done. But yeah, it's really nice. Just like a nice light, thin coating and batter, and that gives them just a little subtle crisp. Why are you giggling at me so much?
Wine's starting to take
No,
effect.
it's not. They were small little things. I'm warmed up now. It's very crispy. Ooh, just a little cross section of that. Oh, it smells really good. The second that hit my tongue, I was just like comfort food. Immediately. Oh my god. I really taste the lobster. So, if you don't like lobster, if you don't like that kind of like oceany taste, this is not for you. I don't mind it. I like this. I don't think I've ever had arancini because it's usually like a cheese or a mushroom base, neither of which I enjoy. So this might be my first arancini ever. It's good. I'm going to try a bite of the beef sandwich. It's got blue cheese in it. So I'm going to try and take a bite that doesn't have any blue cheese in it. And see what it's like. beef in this is Wagyu beef, which is supposed to be one of the fanciest beefs in the world. Can't remember why, but it's fancy and expensive. And I can kind of see why, because it's very melt in your mouth. But I'm not really tasting a beef taste. So it's almost like it could not be in there either, because like, I mean, personally, I would like to taste beef if I'm eating beef. And I think I want to taste how melt in your mouth and lovely it is, rather than it just being entirely down to texture. It's not bad. The bread's real good. The bread's real nice and crispy. It's like a sourdough. Yeah, I would eat all of that bread. Okay, it's gotten really busy now, and there's like nowhere to sit or rest your food down, and this is absolutely food that you need to eat on a table, because it is beans, and they're very liquidy beans, and ribs, which, could you imagine trying to walk around eating ribs? Oh, they're so smoky, oh my gosh. I don't need them, I'm fine without them. So these are baby back ribs. I would love to know from what giant baby. Okay, they're tender. I'm trying to tear them into individual ribs, and the meat is just falling off the bone. So I think we're just gonna have to like ravage this with our hands. Oh wow. Yeah, they're good. This is a gigantic portion size, and this was like 11 or 12 euro or something. They're good ribs. They have a really nice crispy baked finish on the outside, and the meat is so tender. And it's very meaty as well. It's not like bristly or fatty. Okay, do your best, Vin Diesel.
Trying to get the level.
Get the Corona and shot, baby.
You could have any beer and taste as long as it's grown. Like a nuclear beer. You can have any beer and taste as long as it's grown.
Okay. I don't know what you just said.
Zach, your turn. You did a really good impression before. So.
You can have any beer you want as long as it's Corona.
Oh my god, it's so much better than mine.
You can have any brew you want, as long as it's a Corona.
So caught up in our Vin Diesel impressions, we completely forgot we were due at the Tanqueray tent right now for, I think it's a masterclass, I think is the word that they used. So I don't know fully what that is, whether that's a tasting or just like information. Oh my god, it's so hard to get your bearings in this place.
Wow. You're all incredible. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. Talk about going.
Our Tanqueray class got pushed out just by 15 minutes, so I went and got myself a sneaky little cocktail. Because why not? So I got this from... I just gave out to Pete for spilling his drink. I got this from Ferncullen Falls. It's a whiskey. And this is a Summer Sunset, I think it's called. It's lemon juice, orange tea, and tonic water. And of course the whiskey as well. It's very tasty, very refreshing. It's not sickly sweet either. It's lovely.
The Grey Masterclass was absolutely mind-blowing. It was so informative and educational, but like really interesting. And we got a whole martini that we got to design ourselves. I added scotch to mine, which I only learned at the experience was a thing that you can do. And it was absolutely delicious.
So good. All of my other shots of food are really professional, actually. Hang on, let me just not be drunk in the picture.
And then be drunk in the after shots.
Let me be drunk while I'm reviewing it. Woo! Okay, these are sriracha caramel wings. Oh, they feel crispy. Okay, so I thought I was going to be done with savory food. And then I had 2 very strong drinks. And I think I chose the best thing, because crispy wings, when you're just a little bit boozed up in the afternoon. In all seriousness, though, they are that lovely, like, sweet caramelized finish. Plenty of sesame seeds on them, bit of crunch. Delightfully crispy as well. I can't stand it when someone says that the wings are crispy and they're not. These are crispy and it's delicious. This is fantastic. I don't know. I've heard things about it being kind of maybe a little bit overpriced, and I don't know, just maybe not worth taking the day for, but I completely disagree. I'm having a great time, and that is not just the whiskey and the martinis and the wine. Not just that talking, like, this is actually a fantastic event for anybody interested in food or beverage.
A little bit of disposable income.
Okay, yeah, you do have to spend a little bit of money while you're here, but even at that, like, I mean, so the amount of, like, alcohol stands that will give you, like, a little sample so you can taste the product is amazing. Completely free. And then like the Tanqueray class we were at, that was free and we got a whole martini. Now the O'Brien's class we were at, that was €10, but like we got 2 small pours of wine and we got to keep the glass. So like even if you came in and only bought 1 or 2 things, you could still get a lot done and experience a lot for relatively cheap. So that wraps up Taste of Dublin this year. I'm so happy I won those tickets. I'm so happy I came here. Really couldn't recommend it enough. Such a great experience. We ran the clock all the way out till the end. We are here, it's 4:30 now. So this is when this slot closes, and then everybody here gets to take a little break, and then they open back up again in the evening for a whole new slot. So yeah, I really feel like we covered so much. We got so many delicious treats and some great fun experiences, and it is so worth the money. That's really all I have to say about it. So thanks again to Sombrero for winning the giveaway. Just to be clear, hashtag not an ad, hashtag not sponsored, hashtag not gifted. I just entered a giveaway, but thanks to Sombrero nonetheless. And I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye. That's all. I just warm up after filming it.
Let's make some fucking content.
I'll get to the end and I'll realize I don't have a thumbnail. Sugar daddy. Oh, I don't think the camera was even pointing at me then. I should have some water. I thought I was done with savory food. And then I had 2 very strong drinks. And in the space of about 20-30 minutes. Oh, I spat, I'm sorry.
You gonna try that again from the start?
Yeah.